As a model, I've been to more castings than I can even keep track of, and all male models got one thing in common. They have insane style, insane drip. The male model fashion is simple. You look like an anime character, you look mysterious, but you look very up to date with fashion standards, and it is completely female gaze max. Like, women go crazy over the style, and it's something I never ever see out in public other than other male models at castings and stuff. So today is the full how to dress just like a male model. Without further ado, let's get it. Before I get into the actual fashion itself, there's one reason why all these male models look so freaking aesthetic in whatever they wear. Why they can be wearing the most ridiculous thing on the runway, but they still look sick, they still look aesthetic. It's their physique, man. If someone has a lean, wiry, toned physique, they can pull off literally any outfit. Anything you put on is going to look sexy. So I remember the first time I got shredded, I would literally just cut up all my shirts. I would make crop tops, like the most outlandish stuff, but it still looks sick because I was 6% body fat. So step number one, you have to have the physique. Even if you're a fat guy, you try to dress like a male model, it will not look good. With the coloring, you actually have two options. So number one, you can go with the edgy bad boy male model like most guys go for. At all the castings, every single male model, he's always wearing all black. It's slimming, it's aesthetic, it looks badass. I always roll with all black. And number two is going to be more of the old money aesthetic. Think of Moritz. Go to his Instagram if you don't believe me. He has an awesome old money aesthetic where he has tons of chinos, colored button-ups. This also looks very aesthetic, but you have to do it in a way that does not look dorky. The silhouette has to be the biggest aspect of the male model aesthetic. You want to look like a male model, you have to get the silhouette right. Number one is going to be baggy pants, dude. Like, literally everybody at castings nowadays, they only wear super baggy, like parachute pants, huge freaking pants, and it's for one reason, man. It is female gaze max. And then for the top, you've got two options actually. You can go for an extremely tight top, or you can go with the baggy. Gone are the days of the slim fit if you really want to rock with this aesthetic. So go with more baggier fits, more loose fitting clothing, as this is going to really boost your style and overall your fashion according to women. When it comes to tops, we're actually going to have a multitude of different options. I love tank tops. I think a white or black tank top looks so badass for literally anybody. And bonus points if you are shredded. Now, you can go with this tight, slim fit t-shirt. This will look really sick, but be sure to cuff those sleeves so that you show those triceps off even more so. And then you can play around with some clothing that's kind of borderline gay. Like, I love those mesh shirts. I think those look freaking sick, but guys always say they look gay. Women, once again, they never say stuff like that looks gay. If you're not at least getting some gay accusations dressing like this, you are not going fully female gaze max. Button-ups are gonna be freaking sick, so really you can do any type of button-up, but I would stick to neutral colors. And then linens are also gonna be really sick, and personally what I've been getting really into is going to be tailored shirts, especially because my wingspan, my height, it's so hard to find a shirt that fits me off the rack. So I will hit up my tailor. He will make custom fitted button-up shirts that look freaking sick. Now, every single person, no matter what aesthetic you want to go for, you need a good slim fit tailored suit. This is always going to fit in with any aesthetic, and then you can kind of dress it down. So like you can do the black tank top with the black slim fitting suit, black suit pants, and then some shoes. Dude, you're going to look killer. Pants is super simple. So if you want to go bad boy, more of this aesthetic, you got to go with the black baggy pants. Now, if you want to go old money, you got to go with the chinos. But once again, baggy as well. We're going with baggier fits with the legs, as this is going to just give you that anime effect and more than 90s, 2000s heartthrob effect, rather than like you're stuck in 2016. Obviously, everyone knows that one big factor that contributes to the male model aesthetic is going to be their height. Taller guys typically look a little bit better in clothing just because a lot of clothes, especially fashionable clothes, are made for guys in the modeling industry. So between like 6 foot and 6'3". So if you need help growing a little bit taller, it's actually only 60 to 80% genetic, 20 to 40% environmental, meaning you can completely control it. And the number one reason most people don't reach their optimal height growth genetics is going to be a vitamin and nutrient deficiency. 92% of you guys are deficient in basic vitamins and minerals across all social classes in the US. What happens whenever this happens is going to be IGF-1, human growth hormone, completely shuts down, closing those those growth plates so you will not grow any taller. So you need to pick up Titan Growth 2.0, my website, kalosique.com, which has 500 to 1000% of all your daily nutrients to optimize your height growth journey to grow as tall as possible. Don't forget to pick up Aries Rage. Aries Rage contains Tonga Ali, boron, zinc, maca, oyster extract, everything scientifically proven to help you boost that testosterone by over 37%. You got to pick that up, even if you're not trying to grow taller. And don't forget to join Kalos Academy, kalos.academy. I have my 3-hour Looks Maxing Masterclass, 2-hour High Growth Masterclass, and right now I've got 2 chapters of my Female Nature Masterclass uploaded. We do calls every 2 weeks with everybody in the school. It is freaking sick. If you want to self-improve, you got to join right now. The male model fashion, let's say it's a little bit colder wherever you're at, you're gonna need some jackets. So we have a couple of options. Number 1 is going to be the biker jacket. The biker jacket always looks sick, always looks badass. Number 2 is going to be the bomber. So you can go with more of a varsity jacket, you can go with like a black leather bomber. These look badass either way. And then obviously the blazer, the linen blazer, things like this are gonna look super sick. Avoid anything else outside of that. No windbreakers, nothing like that. Shoes are a big one. I feel like most guys, their shoes, they just look dorky. What do they have on? Like the New Balances, the Adidas, they don't look good. So we have a couple of options for shoes. Number 1, my all-time favorite recently is just going to be dress shoes. These, I actually forgot the name of them, but they add a little bit of height to you because they're so tall. And no, I don't wear lifts once again, but these look freaking sick. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I noticed a lot of other models wearing these. Super classy, and it's gonna make any outfit you're wearing, no matter how casual it is, just one level up. Now, if you don't wanna do that, you can do one thing that's kind of going out of style now, and that's gonna be sneakers. So Yeezys, Travis Scott's, Balenciaga, sneakers, they're always going to be cool, but I think they're kind of coming out of fashion. So ditch the sneakers, which are going to be overpriced. Pick up some dress shoes. That's the wave right now. And don't forget boots as well. You know, like some really classy black leather boots are going to look so badass with this aesthetic. My personal favorite is going to be leather Chelseas. Nothing beats the leather Chelseas. The biggest thing I would say that actually sets apart the male model aesthetic versus any other aesthetic is going to be jewelry. You go out in public, how often do you see guys wearing sick chains, belts, rings, like the coolest jewelry? You don't. You only see it with fashion guys or even like big influencers, people like this. So if you want to pull off this aesthetic, you have to start wearing jewelry. It's not gay, it's not anything like this. Women go nuts over it, I swear to you. So we have a couple options. Number 1, just about every single male model you will see, they have earrings. Earrings always look sick. I got the dangly cross, I thought it was fun, but wear whatever you want to. I'm a fan of the studs or just the basic rings. Next one's a little bit more controversial. I actually believe my next modeling contract, they're gonna make me remove it, but it's gonna be the nose ring. Only one, and do not do the middle, the septum. We're not going with that aesthetic, so you can either do the stud or you can do a ring. Now you also need a very good chain. I like to actually wear a couple chains, obviously, and you can go thicker or you can go thinner. It's kind of personal preference. Obviously, I've got both on at the moment. I would say if you're more pale in complexion, silver looks dope, and if you're more tan, you got darker skin, gold is gonna look sick. The wrist, I always think a classy watch and even like a silver bracelet is gonna look sick. I never leave the house without it. And last but not least is going to be the most important, but it's gonna be rings. I think if you wanna pull off this aesthetic, don't leave the house unless you got 3 rings on. Don't overdo it, don't get crazy chunky rings. Nothing that looks cheesy, you know, like no big lions, anything like that. Actually, I'll show you my exact rings. So this one has just like this orange crystal and then it just has like a vintage look to it. This one is going to be a sterling silver dragon, and then the last one is going to be sterling silver with a black diamond right there. So those are gonna be the rings. You wanna go super aesthetic with them. That's it, man. Subscribe if you're new. I love you with all my heart. Peace.